Imagine spending 2 weeks in the dark. You are packed into the bottom of a steamship, shoulder to shoulder with strangers. The air smells of coal and sickness. You have sold everything you own, your farm, your house, your wedding ring, just to buy this ticket. You are cold, hungry, and terrified. But you don't care, because you are going to America. January 1st, 1892. The mist clears over New York Harbor. Suddenly, silence falls over the deck. Then weeping. Rising out of the gray water is a giant copper woman holding a torch, the Statue of Liberty. For millions, this was the first face they saw in a new world. She wasn't just a statue. She was a promise that the nightmare was over. But the real test had just begun. They called it the Isle of Hope. But for many, it was the Isle of Tears. As you entered the Great Hall, doctors watched you climb the stairs. If you wheezed, if you limped, if you looked too tired, a doctor would step forward with a piece of chalk. They would draw a letter on your coat. G for heart, L for lameness. That chalk mark could mean the end of your dream. It meant you might be sent back to the nothingness you came from. If you passed the 6-second physical, you moved to the final gate. This was the kissing post. It was here that families separated. For years were finally reunited. Fathers met children they hadn't seen since they were babies. Husbands held wives who had crossed an ocean alone. The floor of that spot was wet with tears of joy. It was the moment the struggle became worth it. Today, Ellis Island is a museum. The halls are quiet. But if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of 12 million footsteps. 40% of all Americans alive today have an ancestor who walked through those doors. They came with nothing but a suitcase and a dream. They built the country we live in. We are their legacy. This is a tale by Soban.